Hello everyone, it's AWemboWay here and welcome to my second tutorial on how to beat Dark Deception. Today we're going to be covering Elementary Evil.
Hello, friend.
Again, these are for just to beat the level, not S rank, but tips and tricks that will be required for S rank will feature in this footage. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe as it does help the channel out, and let's get straight into it. So, the level basics, there are 283 shards in the entirety of the level. Zone 1 will have 127, and then the rest are in the rest of the level. There are 4 secrets in Zone 1 and 1 secret in Zone 2, as well as like a hidden special room that's not a secret, but it is a secret. And also, there is one enemy, which is Agatha, the little demon girl.
Ooh, a new friend! I'm so excited!
During the first section, as soon as you break the speed barrier, Agatha will spawn on the far corner of the map and she will begin towards you very, very slowly, like exceedingly slow, but once she catches sight of you, she will then pick up the pace and actually become just a little bit slower than you and faster than the murder monkeys, but to begin with she will be a lot slower than the murder monkeys. In section 1 of the map, in terms of enemies, you don't actually have too much to worry about. Because Agatha's on her own and the layout of the map, it's actually quite difficult to get caught by her in a way, because she can't corner you. Once you see her or she sees you, essentially get out of her line of sight for 4 seconds, and once you've done that, then she'll go back to trudging along and walking around the corridors. You can of course get away from Agatha with your speed boost, however you can also get away with her by simply doing laps around the walls, and once she loses sight of you again for 4 seconds, then eventually she will actually just give up chase.
Where'd you go?
Agatha has exceedingly good eyesight, and because of this she can actually see the entirety length of the corridors within the map. This means that actually closing doors is not a bad idea. 2 reasons. 1, Agatha only teleports in the first zone through doors. It's the only time she will use her teleport, and it's to make her way through doors, but this also slows her down. Secondly, it obstructs her line of sight, which means if she doesn't see you, then of course she's not going to begin chasing you. Agatha, unlike the murder monkeys, doesn't actually know exactly where the player is, and as such won't always take the quickest route to you. Once she hears you via opening doors or running, that is where she will know the player's location and then begin to make her way to you. The best way in this map to track Agatha, again similar to the murder monkeys, is sound, but it's going to be slightly different this time. Agatha is kind of hard to detect in terms of her vicinity to you. She will be constantly speaking throughout the level, but because of this it's actually easier to locate the direction she is coming from. The reason why is Agatha sounds louder when you are facing towards the direction she is coming from, where she'll be quieter if she's on your left or your right. Because of this, when she begins a voice line, such as this,
Did I say hurt a lot? I meant just a little. Like a bit. It's nothing. Don't be silly. I can hear you breathing.
you can actually have a quick pivot around and you can start to establish the direction she's coming from. From that, you can then either move to the outer corridors or the inner corridors and start working your way around. Again, because Agatha is exceedingly slow, it's actually easier to get from one side of the map to the other and essentially avoid her for most of part 1. Another important thing to note with Agatha, unlike the murder monkeys, is you can actually hide in the secret rooms from her. Because there are 4 secret rooms, particularly one big one in the first section, you can actually sit in this room and Agatha won't see you, and you can actually run in and out to trigger her and untrigger her. Once she loses sight of you, she will not actually patrol the room in the front, she will move around the outside of the walls or around the area and then begin to walk back and forth, but you can use this to get away. Another important thing to note though is Agatha can move into the auditorium with you.
Those are mine!
As always, secret rooms are represented by oddly shaped bulges on the map that don't have a corridor you can initially reach until you open a door. They are located in 4 areas in Zone 1 and the 1 area in Zone 2. In Zone 1, go up into the middle area until you reach these 2 double doors and then open them. This will reveal the folder and of course this room. You can then go around the outside of this room to a very small room just on the other side of it, which will reveal the 2nd secret room. The 3rd secret room will be along the back wall in a storage cupboard, again easily accessible and you'll be able to tell it by the small rectangular bulge on the map. The last one is actually in an adjacent corridor to the left of the playground. You can't access it directly via this corridor, however just work around, and again another small storage cupboard will be available to you. I would actually argue that this first part of the level is easier than monkey business. The reason why, you don't have to worry about being cornered. Agatha is on her own, and she also walks very slowly. You can use her sound to locate her, and if in the worst case scenario, you can hide in the secret room to avoid her. Because of this, the first zone is actually fairly easy. Just listen out, take your time, and walk around and essentially just gather all the shards. Once you collect the last shard, Agatha will despawn, and then you'll have to make your way to the playground to begin the second part of the level. So once you get to the playground, you're obviously going to continue to the next room, but before you do, don't forget to get on the slide and hop down it for an achievement. Once you have headed into this area, you'll now meet Pointy McNosehairs, aka Malak. You won't see him until the third part of this map, but then proceed through the double doors where you'll get a little speech from Agatha again.
Now, I'll show you what I can really do.
Welcome to Zone 2. Now, this area of the map is slightly harder than Zone 1, because Agatha becomes more aggressive in her attacks against you for one small reason. When Agatha doesn't see you for a period of time now, she will actually teleport to your vicinity. Not near you, just in the area, but this makes it more likely that you're going to run into her. Also, once Agatha sees you, she will begin chasing you as previously. However, now she will teleport while chasing you, and she will teleport in the direction that you are facing. It is easy to counter this ability though. All you have to do is listen out for Agatha's audio cue that she's going to teleport. Once she does, simply look in the direction you would like her to be, and then she will teleport there, and then you can proceed to the direction that you were initially going. Aside from this little fact, there is not much significant difference between Agatha in the first section and Agatha in this section. Essentially, it's the same creepy little girl, except now she's just going to teleport when chasing you. It does also appear that her teleport does have a cooldown, so once she's done it once, she will not immediately do it after, but do keep an eye on this, particularly if you're speed boosting away from her. There are two secret rooms on this map, but one will account for S rank and the other one is for an achievement. The one for S rank is in the back left corner of the map from once you start. Simply leave, head left, and essentially you will reach a storage cupboard in one of the corners, open it up, and that's the final secret. There is also another secret room, however. To get to this secret room, essentially go up the middle of the map and head right slightly, and you will reach a wall that has a chalkboard with Agatha's face on it, but two lines on either side of the wall. Open it up and you will go into this room where there is a well. Now this will give you an achievement but not be counted to S rank, an important thing to remember. You will also get an award in this level if you manage to complete it without collecting any stun orbs or completing it in S rank. So it's important to note, if you want to get those achievements as well, you will have to come back and do it, because stun orb and S rank can't be done at the same time. You have to do one then the other. Keep repeating the same process as you would of surviving and essentially gather all the shards. Once you have done that, Agatha will not despawn. Unlike the first time, Agatha will actually continue to chase you, and she will not stop until you get to the altar in the middle of the map. Once this happens, the doors to both Zone 1 will lock once you try and approach them, and Agatha will spawn Zone 2. Despite this, it is in your best interest to actually stand as close as you can to the doors that lead to Zone 1. When Agatha begins her speech, Zone 3, or the chase sequence, will now begin, and Malak himself will now be after you.
Now you're in trouble. You made Daddy mad, too.
End of the road, mortal.
Malak is faster than Agatha, and you will actually need your speed boost to get away from him, as he is quicker than your straight sprint. He will take the shortest route to the player. Now, when in the escape sequence, avoid the portals. The reason why is the portals will actually spawn Agatha in with Malak, and they will both begin chasing you. So to keep the numbers down to just Malak, avoid the portals. The other thing with this chase sequence is do not head for the doors nearest to you that lead into the auditorium. The reason why is they will actually slam in your face, and Malak will have that time to catch up to you. Always go for the far doors and the ones that you would have initially came through when you first started the level.
Going somewhere?
Once you make it to the auditorium, again the doors will shut on you and Agatha will spawn and do a small cutscene or animation where she will walk towards you. Keep your back to the door, and as soon as Beers opens the doors for you and Agatha screams, just sprint out as quick as you can, as Agatha will come after you. So just sprint straight for the portal and you would have escaped. And there we go, guys, that covers all the basics on how to beat elementary evil. Again, the tips and tricks you would require for S rank are featured in this. However, this isn't exclusively cousin to S rank, as that it would be on normal mode, and for the purposes of this tutorial it's on easy mode. Next is going to be Deadly Decadence, which of course is one of the harder levels, or if not the current hardest level, currently on release with Crazy Carnival. So that'll be next. Until then, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.